Hey everybody, Lord Tremendous here. Got another battle report here for you. 2200 point battle, Rock War GT prep with the Rock War right around the corner. Me and my buddies that are going have been trying real hard to get our games in and get all the kinks out. Get all the bad juju out of our dice because we want to do well at this GT and we'd like to walk away with something. Whether that's some sort of reward, some sort of placing, a restraining order, a subpoena, a felony, whatever it might be. We want to walk away with something cool in our hands when we leave. And so we're practicing, and this is more practice. It's a, like I said, 2200 point battle. Lord Tremendous of the Warriors of Chaos, that's me, versus Death Holy Death, my Dark Elf rival.
Assemble the army!
Here's my list, which if you've seen it once, you've seen it 842,000 times because it's already been submitted and I can't change it. That would be cheating. I have my Demon Prince, Lord Tremendous. He's the Mark of Tzeentch, level 4 wizard, Chaos Armor, Charm Shield, Dragonbane Gem, other Trickster Shard, not the original, the other one, Soul Feeder, Flaming Breast, Scaled Skin, and Allura Metal, because I like it. My hero choices are the Exalted Hero, Lady Elizabeth. She's got the Mark of Tzeentch, she's got a Halberd, Chaos Steed, BSB, Helm of Many Eyes, Dawnstone, and Poisonous Slime. And then I have another Exalted Hero, and I use that term loosely, Catastrophe. Once again, not any kind of, reflection of his namesake. This guy just sucks. Cass himself is a very cool guy. He actually whooped me in the GT turn 5 in the, I think it was the Alamo GT, no, it was the Shiloh GT. And yeah, he whooped me on that one fair and square. So the actual individual that he's named after is a very cool guy. Unfortunately, this loser can't live up to the namesake. So yeah, he's got a spot on the shelf of shame very soon. But this retard's got the Mark of Tzeentch, he's on a demonic mount, he's got a halberd, shield, talisman of preservation, and a third eye of Tzeentch. My core choices consist of 5 Chaos Warhounds, the Khorne Dogs, 18 Chaos Warriors, the Reavers of Ulthuan, with the Mark of Khorne, halberds, full command and banner rage, 15 Forsaken, Khorne's Forgotten, with the Mark of Khorne. My special choice consists of 5 Chaos Knights, Elizabeth's Honor Guard, with the Mark of Tzeentch and Sorcerer's Weapons, Banner Musician, and the Standard of Discipline. And my rare choice, the one, the only, the keystone to this army, Snuffleupagour, my Mutalith Vortex. Gotta love the beast. My opponent's list is not listed. No sneak peeks. This is a closed list GT, and Death doesn't like to share his secrets. He's a very, very secretive guy, probably due to the amount of felonies. But, whatever. I'm not going to judge. He's a good guy. He's only stabbed me once, and he keeps telling me I deserved it, and I'm starting to believe it. So, whatever. I'm just not going to share his list. You get to see it. You get to figure it out from there. Here are my spells. 4 from Metal, because Metal's awesome. And here's Death Spells, which is like 4 from Shadow and 2 from something else. I don't know. He's got a ton of spells. I think there's 1 from Death. I think he's got like 4 from Shadow and like the 2 that is Warlock's get or whatever. But yeah, that's what he's got. Here's deployment, and as you can see, once again, I got so excited to play the game, I forgot to take deployment pictures, so I got to go first, yay! But yeah, here's deployment, and my plan for the most part was the Beast was going to run over and try to attack his fast cav with the shots, the crazy, silly shenanigans that he can do, and, just try to get his fast cav out of the way. I kept him in the forest 50% so that if the bolt thrower shot at him, they'd be at -1, possibly even long range, which would be awesome. Catastrophe's retarded ass ran up into the middle. He was either hoping that the fast cav would charge him, or he could get into the bleak swords and then into the war machines, because that's his effing job. Lord Tremendous, I screw up with. I moved him forward because I wanted him to deal with the sisters. Unfortunately, I did not see that Lydia was in there. Not my opponent's fault, just I was sitting on my shoulders during this game, so I ran him forward. His job was to deal with the sisters. The dogs were going to try to redirect the witches. The Khorne Warriors were going to try to capitalize on the redirect. Meanwhile, the Forsaken and the Knights were going to try to run up and just do whatever damage they could. That was the plan. That's why I went forward. And as you can see, I'm going with the plan because it's the only one I got. And so everything just kind of moved forward. Here's my opponent's right flank. Sorry about the blurry pictures. I was giddy. There's a bolt thrower. There's some of his dark riders, and there's his bleak swords. I think with his level 4 caster in there. I thought Lydia was in with the bleak swords. I get him confused. I think that's Lilith in there. So yeah, I screw up all the time. Here's his center. On the hill there are two other bolt throwers. In the middle there is a huge unit of now fully painted witch elves with a cauldron. He's got his sisters of slaughter inside there with his BSB and Lydia. Yeah, I'm an idiot. And then right next to them is his unit of warlocks. Here's my right flank, or it is now. My knights with Lady Elizabeth, my Forsaken, and my Demon Prince running up to commit suicide. Here's my center with my Corn Warriors and my dogs and Catastrophe's retarded ass. And my left flank, which consists of my Beast. And I love the Beast, I do. So, as you've already seen, here's top of 1, and like I already said, I move forward as fast as I can to just get into combat because I need to. I have no shooting, my magic is rivaled by his level 4, who I think has a +5 to dispel. It's just dangerous. So, yeah, we go through turn 1, I move forward like this, I do my magic phase, I roll like a 3 for my magic, and he channels 1, so he's got 3 dice, I've got 3 dice, he's got +1 to cast, and when I try to cast Final Transmutation on his sisters, I fail miserably, and we go to bottom of 1, because, yeah, it's just the way it is. His sister's slaughter charge into my Demon Prince, and that's when I realize Lydia's in there, and I know my Demon Prince is dead. His fast cav run around to punk my dogs, maybe even plink away at my Corn Warriors. His Warlocks run over to harass my Knights, and his Bleak Swords move back slightly just because they saw where Catastrophe was trying to go. I thought about maybe throwing him into the Witches, but I figured that if I could get a hold of his level 4 Sorcerer, that would be huge. Other than that, everything pretty much stays still because they're bolt throwers. There's a better picture of my Demon Prince's demise because I'm an idiot. He made that charge no problem because I threw my Demon Prince right down his throat. What can you do? During his magic phase, I believe he lowers the strength of my Demon Prince by 2, which means now he's strength 4, which sucks. Yeah, it's hard to wound toughness 3 things on 3s for me. I don't know why, but it is. Then over here in his shooting phase, his fast cav are on point. Maybe it's because all the fresh paint on him, and he blows away all 5 of my dogs. Because elves don't like dogs at all. They must be cat people. I don't get it. But yeah, they just blow. Well, I guess that makes sense. I guess high elves have white lions, and that's a cat. So, all right, it's all starting to come together. I'm getting it now. Over here, I think his bolt throwers take shots at my knights and kebab 2 of them into the ground, which is always awesome. Over here in combat, not that you see that little skull token right next to him. That means he got Super Frenzy off on him from the shrine or whatever, or Frenzy, whatever, the War Shrine, or his Chariot Blood Shrine, whatever the hell it's called in the Witch Elves, was able to easily get his spell off and give it to the sisters. So now they have Frenzy or Super Frenzy if they didn't already have Frenzy. And of course, Lydia issues a challenge. My Demon Prince tries to go to the back, but she grabs him by the ear and yanks him forward and proceeds to put 3 wounds on him. I'm able to slip 1 wound through on her, but I'm dead. I know my Demon Prince is dead, and it's because I'm an idiot. Well, when you sit on your shoulders in the beginning of the game, it tends to get a little stinky, and you play poorly. So, Here's top of 2 after movement, and I go into full just oh crap mode. Catastrophe runs into the Bleak Swords, the Forsaken slam into the Sisters, and my Knight slam into the Sisters. And the way I saw it is that's just overwhelming force. The Forsaken and the Knight should be able to finish off the Sisters. The Demon Prince is probably still going to die because there's nothing to do about Lydia, but I've got to be able to take those girls out with that much firepower. That many points going to that unit should work. Meanwhile, Catastrophe runs into Bleak Swords because I want to get a hold of that unit and try to break it as quick as I can, get rid of his level 4. The Beast runs out to just start harassing the Witch Elves and stuff like that, and the Corn Warriors stay back behind the hill to make it so that the Witches charge. It's a little bit harder for them to get in there. Other than that, I don't really have a plan anymore other than just trying to save my damn Demon Prince. Here's a better picture of the Forsaken and the Knights slamming into the Sisters, and that really should be enough, right? I mean, that's overwhelming force into one little unit. And here's a really blurry picture of Catastrophe because I can't even look at him sometimes. He just makes me sick, but he makes it into the Bleak Swords at least. So anyway, during the magic phase, the beast is able to get his spell off on the witch elves, and actually does the number 5 portion of the spell, where it's like the small template that deviates d6 inches or whatever, it randomly scatters. But as you can see, I rolled a hit, and I hit all the witches on the left side, except for like one. And so that was cool. And they are slightly smaller, so I'm looking forward to killing witches because they won't have as many attacks, like 4 less, but still, it's witches. I like to kill elves. A lot. A lot. So, we go into combat, and Retard over here goes in and has to issue a challenge. Well, the Bleak Sword, he steps up and he accepts the challenge. And of course, I only am able to do 2 wounds with this guy, because dice. And so I do 2 wounds, I take none in return, so I have a charge and 2 wounds. He's got 2 ranks, a banner, and what? A musician. That's right, a musician. So guess how many I lost by? That's right, 1. What happens when this total effing loser loses by 1? Yeah. He breaks. He got away, but he breaks. This useless piece of elf trash breaks after losing by 1 every single game, or fails his ward save and dies. I hate you. Hate you. Everything about you is fail. I cannot wait for the GT to be over just so that I can put him on the shelf of shame and just cover him in battery acid or something. I don't even know. I'm not allowed to destroy him because it's like my wife's favorite model, but oh, every single time this idiot fails me. I hate this model so much. I hate this kit. I hate everything that it represents. I want it to die. I want to set it on fire. I want it. It's as bad as the BSB. I want to take it. I want to stomp on it. I want to burn it, and afterwards I want to use it as rough toilet paper because it makes me sick. But good on my opponent for breaking me and trying to run me down. To hell with you, Death. Gosh. God, I hate this guy. Not Death, the catastrophe model. Not the individual, the model. The model. Let me be clear on that. So then we go into combat over here. And what the ever-luffin' hell is going on here? These Sisters of Slaughter are atrocious. And I'm rolling like raw ass. But they kill Elizabeth. They kill 2 knights. They kill 6 mother effing Forsaken that have always strikes first as well. Look how few are in base-to-base contact. 6 Forsaken die without rerolls. He has no rerolls, and he hits and he wounds spectacularly. Lydia kills my Demon Prince. Well, the hell with that idiot. We know who's going to win that fight every single time. It's going to be Lydia, because for some reason my Demon Prince can't kill a simple, stupid elf. I attack any other Dark Elves, I do fine. Death, Holy Death, I can't, my dice are afraid of him. I don't know. I have 1 knight remaining. I have a handful of Forsaken remaining. I lose this combat by infinity and 7. And of course, I break and run. The Demon Prince dies, of course. The knight gets away because nothing pursues him. The Forsaken get away because God knows I can flee when I need to. But it's my turn! So he's gonna just charge these stupid Forsaken and get them, and then slam these, like the nuclear friggin' Holocaust Sisters of Slaughter into my Corn Warriors, and they're gonna get slaughtered. I don't have an answer to these chicks. I've never seen a unit so incredibly badass. It's ridiculous. Coupled with that stinking chariot where he gets to re-roll all of his failed wounds if the unit's within 6 inches. Oh my God! Everything's dead. Everything's dead. So, yeah, that's what happens there. And so we go to bottom of 2. And exactly what I told you was going to happen happened. His Sisters of Slaughter charged my Forsaken. They fled because they have to. They're already fleeing. And so they redirected into the Corn Warriors, which were like 6.5 inches away, which means he can't fail. Then his Warlocks, they charged the Forsaken. You want to know how far the Forsaken ran? They ran 3 mother effing inches. Not only did the Warlocks catch them, they ran a full 360 circuit around these half-wits, and then ran them down. They had that much movement to spare. Meanwhile, my knight, well, never mind, it's not my turn. But yeah, then his Bleak Swords charge the catastrophe. He gets away again. Thank God, he's actually succeeding in getting away. But now he's sitting right in front of the fast cav, so he's dead. His witches slam into the Corn Warriors too because, hey, overwhelming force didn't work for me. Maybe it'll work for him. And his bolt thrower guys literally start lighting up marijuana because they're like, screw it. We're not really participating in this anymore. Let's enjoy our day. There's a better picture of his warlock slaughtering my Forsaken because this game has just circled the drain now. There's nothing I can do. During his magic phase, because I no longer have any magic defense, he gets every friggin' spell you could think of off on the Corn Warriors to just nuke their stats and stuff like that. And then we go into combat, and he rapes every single one of the Corn Warriors before I can do anything. It was all I could do. It was all I could do to not just sell this army for $5 right on the spot. I was so disgusted. I'm disgusted now. I don't know if you could tell by the tone of my voice. I am so disgusted with how my army's performing today. I'm ready to literally sell them for $5. I'm like thinking, okay, it's time to play 40K, but I'm so angry at how my army's performing. I know Lydia's going to kill my Demon Prince, but the Forsaken and the Knights should have done better against the Sisters. Unfortunately, I can't roll for anything today, and my opponent is rolling average to a little bit above average. He's doing well, but I mean, unbelievable. Un-effing believable what's happening. So yeah, it's bottom of 2, and I have my friggin' Mutilith and my friggin' useless Exalted Hero left. That's it. Bottom of 2. I did kill his BSB though, so that was something. Yeah, and then of course they the witches over because they have to, and the sisters do as well, but they stop an inch away from the warlock. So that's where everything's at. So we go to top of 3, and guess what? Catastrophe, in true Catastrophe form, fails to rally on an 8. This useless piece of shit. I swear to God. If I didn't love my wife as much as I do, I would have thrown that fucking model out the door. I'm sorry to swear, but I'm so sick of that model. Meanwhile, the beast, because I don't know how to quit, charges into the Bleak Swords because, hey, it can't go any worse than it did for Catastrophe, right? I have no magic, I have no shooting, so we go into combat, and there's the Mutilus slamming into the Bleak Swords, and he does well. He kills 5 of them with charge, flank, 5. He doesn't take any wounds for his trouble. He does really well, but of course they're steadfast and they stick. And they turn to face, of course. So after that, we go to bottom of 3, and Catastrophe gets run down because he's a half-wit loser that deserves to die horrible flaming death with a mouthful of glass every single moment that he's put on the damn table. And everything else just kind of turns around to face the beast. Just in case the Bleak Swords do die, they want to be able to crush him in the remaining 3 turns, you know? There's a better picture of the Fast Cav catching that useless piece of shit Catastrophe model. The model, not the man. The man is a very cool guy. I'm actually thinking about changing the name of that model just because I don't want to insult my friend. But yeah, he's dead, and I'm glad. I'm so glad that he's dead. I wish his friggin' I wish the people that designed the model died, but whatever. Whatever, I'm just mad. I don't really mean that. Oh, I hate you. Look at him. Look at that failure. It's a good paint job, but what a loser. I hate everything about this model. I cannot wait to put it on the shelf of shame. What a joke. So then, during his magic phase, he gets Occam's Mind Racer off on his Bleak Swords, and yeah, we all know what's going to happen. They butcher my Mutilith. I think he did like 1,200 wounds. I can't remember. But yeah, they cut him up into bite-sized pieces, so... There it is, bottom of 3, end the game. I have nothing left. I've killed his BSB. That's it. I'm just disgusted with my army right now. So, you know what? I need a timeout. Listen to an ad. Hey guys, I know I've already talked to you about this before, but you should really check these pictures out because they were all painted, including my model, by Unleashed Wargaming. And they have their email right up there at the top of the page, and they've also got it down there. They got a YouTube channel. He's working on a website. It's not quite ready yet, but yeah, really, if you get a chance, check these guys out. If you're looking for someone to paint your stuff real good, seriously, check these guys out. Go to his, send him an email, check out his YouTube page. It's really worth your time. It's a phenomenal job. It's quick, it's painless. You don't have to worry about painting your stuff. And soon I'll be running a model that these guys painted for me, and I'm very excited about that. But check out these pictures. Give this guy an email. Check him out on YouTube. Get your models painted by him if you can. It's totally worth it. And tell him Tremendous sent you. So yeah, as you could tell, unless you fast forwarded just to the end, it was a disgusting, disgusting defeat for Lord Tremendous. I was not only tabled, but I was punk tabled. I lost everything. Every last model died. Not ran. Oh yeah, the knight ran off the table. He never rallied or anything like that. In case you were wondering. But yeah, everything died. Everything is gone. He lost his BSB. That's it. I killed one friggin' character. I killed his BSB. So at least I got like 3-digit points. So yay. I was so sick of my army at this point. So sick of this army. I almost decided to sell it. I almost thought I'm going to put it on eBay for 99 cents and I hope I get one bid and that individual wins. I was so mad at my army. Not my opponent. He played his army flawlessly, but I just could not believe how I wanted to burn my dice too. I wanted to take my dice and I wanted to poop Taco Bell all over them and I wanted to flush them down the toilet and then I wanted to blow up the building that they were in because oh my gosh. It was like the stars aligned, the twin-tailed comet came down and just decided you are going to have an awful game because F you, that's why. Never been so close to setting an army on fire in my life. The only thing that stopped me is that my wife painted this army. And you know what? You have bad games. This is probably the worst game I've ever played. Not anything to say against my opponent. This wasn't a bad game, for him. He did well, but I was so mad at just how everything fell apart. I've never seen that happen before on my side of the table, and I hope I never see it again. But yeah, Death enjoyed it immensely. I know he did. As he's listening to this right now, I guarantee he's got a huge smile on his face, and he's rubbing his hands together, going, "Yes, yes." I know you, Avon. Yeah, yeah. But I don't bear my opponent any ill will or anything like that. Oof. Ooh, I've never been so close to Tzeentch right now. Tzeentch or Khorne, one of the two, where I just want vengeance, brutal vengeance for when your minions fail you just as extravagantly as these guys did. If that Exalted Hero on a Demonic Mount, if this list wasn't already submitted, I would throw him out of the list. I can't destroy any models because I promised my wife I wouldn't. I'm not going to sell my army because I do actually like the Warriors of Chaos a lot, obviously, but things like that are not cool. This battle report is hard for me to do just simply because of how painful that my army just oh god. Well, hopefully my rematch against Death Holy Death when we get it in will be less one-sided, but oh my Tzeentch. This one kicked me right in the balls. I'm sorry, I know it's a vulgar friggin' battle report. I'm venting. I'm venting. You guys have to deal with it. Every once in a while, I'm going to have a game like this where I just need a hug. And But I hope you guys enjoyed listening to me rant, rave, bitch, and moan. I hope you enjoyed listening to me swear and complain. It won't happen often, but every once in a while, I'm just going to get the niceness beat out of me. So, yeah, and that's what happened here. I just got thunder stomped in the face hole, and it hurts. But as always, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, or complaints, feel free to put them in the comment section below. And as always, guys, thanks.